Alright farmers, welcome back to the channel. So today we've got some new mods. Right, first the updates. So we've got Pioneer Seeds. This is by Z84, 3.59 megabyte on the download. In the changelog for this, it's got fixed inscription on soy bags and pallets with sorghum added. And we've got the Lizard ST16000 seed tender. This is by Iceberg 00, 5.27 megabyte on the download. In the changelog, that's got added sounds, adjusted unload speed, added grain door animation, updated lights and added reversing light, updated colour options, fixed suspension issues, added 2 BKT and 1 Verdestein tyre options. And we got the Rabe Bluebird 6000 by SMI Modding Team, 7.49 megabyte on the download, and that's got fixed depth adjustment with roller configuration. And we got the John Deere 1110, 1210, 1510G by Woodcraft Modding, 27.58 megabyte on the download, and that's got fixed lights on medium and low and high settings. And we've also got the John Deere 1270G series, also by Woodcraft Modding, 28.15 megabyte on the download, and that's got a changelog of fixed lights on medium, low and high settings. So the first mod we've actually got for today is wooden support. This is by Jelonic, 55 kilobyte on the download. You're going to find these in the construction menu. So if we go into there, you're going to find it under buildings and tools. So we'll scroll along to find it. There we are, 100 to put down. Obviously this is going to be something for you to keep stuff in place. So if you've got some logs on the go, you can make like a framework up like I've done there, drop the logs in there and they stay and put very nicely. That's alright, that is. Right, next up is loading ramp. This is by STV Modding, 1.91 megabyte on the download. You're going to find this in the construction menu under buildings and tools again. So there it is, 1000 to buy, place it down. Obviously if you need to load something a bit higher up, you can put one of these down and then drive up the side of it, get yourself a bit higher. If you're stacking bales for instance, you want to get another row on the go on the top, this could be very nice indeed for you. Next up is fence, wall and gate. This is by Mickey Mapper, 0.40 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find this in a construction menu under decorations and fences. So we'll scroll all the way along to the end because that's where they are. There we are. So we've got £3 for the gate and then 150 per section of wall. So you just drag it out as you would normally do a fence. So we'll go up to it. We'll open it. Oh, it's come the wrong way, and I've added 2 for some reason. How have I done that? Open that gate. Close that gate. That's rather random. 2's gone down. Okay. Fair enough. Obviously place it a little bit better than I have. Dear oh dear, you still can't get through because I've placed 2 down. That's very strange. Alright, we'll carry on. Right, next up is Small Shed. This is by Matej Mods, 8.39 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under sheds. So there it is, 20 grand to buy. Place it down for storing some stuff. So you've got a bit of a drive-through option there. It's a light on the go, so there's got to be a switch here somewhere. So we'll open up those doors. Like so. That's better, get a bit closer. Once you get inside. Alright, where's the... Oh, is that... There we are. Go to the breaker box. There's your light switch. Obviously, you're not going to get anything too big in there, but small equipment, small vehicles. Could be alright, that is. Right, next up is Barm Garage. This is by Leo, 14.99 megabyte on the download. You're going to find this in the construction menu and under sheds. And we'll scroll back along to find it. There it is, 70 grand to put down. Obviously, this is going to be somewhere for you to store your stuff. So you can open that door like that. There's a little bit of a shed style thing on the go. And we've got stock. We can go upstairs. There we are. That's better. Open that door. Bit of a hayloft on the go in there. And if we come down here, under the stairs here, it's another door you can open. Then we open the doors the other side. Bit of a drive-through option on there. You got this side door into here. You can open that. Go in there. You got this door you can open. And then we got that door you can open. Then you got your light switch there. Doesn't seem very bright, although it is quite a sunny day, so that's fair enough. Again, you're not going to get too much equipment in here, but that being said, it's nicely detailed though. I like that. Right, next up we've got Old Barn. This is by Corrimere. It's 11.52 megabyte on the download. You're going to find this in the construction menu and under sheds. So we'll scroll back along to find it. There we are. 26.5 grand to place down. Obviously you've got a bit of a drive-through lean-to section there. And we'll come over here. We'll open up these doors. Open up that one and that one. And obviously you go through, have the drive-through option with the doors the other side. I think it's come on for need lights though, so yeah, looks like you're not going to be able to see in the dark. Although you could always put some lights around the outside if you wanted to. Being said, does look nice though. Right, next up is Medium and Small Garage. This is by Matej Mods, 13.72 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these again in the construction menu and under sheds. So the small one is 30 grand to place down, and then the medium one is 40 grand to place down. Obviously a 2-door or a 4-door one. So come up to it, we'll open up the door like so. We'll open up that one. Again, breaker box, turn the lights on. Very nice. So we'll open up these doors here, and then that one, and then that one, and then that one. Where's the breaker box? There we are. Turn the lights on. Again, they are low roofed. I mean, there's a bit more space in this 4-door one, obviously, but you're not going to be able to get that much in width ways, shall we say. Also, that door frame is rather low as well. Ah, it's alright though. If you've got small stuff, that could be very nice indeed. Right, next up we've got Machine Sheds. This is by Rogie12PL Simon 345. 9.88 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these in the construction menu and under sheds. So we've got two options here. The first one is 8 grand for the smaller one, and then the second one is 12 grand for the larger one. So obviously drive-through option, nice little shelter to keep your equipment dry. I do like the framework on that one, that's very nice. Excellent. Right, next up is Farmhouse. This is by Gamer HZS FSH, 6.16 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu under buildings and farmhouses. So there it is, 40 grand to buy. Place it down obviously for a sleep trigger. So you've got the left hand side one is your wardrobe icon, and your sleep trigger is there. Obviously you can't go into the building, so it is just for decoration other than having the sleep trigger, but being said, it's alright. I mean, I did have to sell the one that's already on the map, because you can only have one on this particular map, but that's alright, that is. Right, next up is Hen House. This is by Matej Mods again, 9.53 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find this in the construction menu and under animals and chickens. There it is, 25 grand to buy. Place it down to get some chickens on the go. So there's your egg pallet spawn point. Load your food into there. And then around here is your animal dialogue box. So 80 chickens in there. You can open up this door like that. There we are. Get a bit closer. Be a good idea. In you go. I'm pretty sure this was on 19. So I swear I've used this before. Lights with a breaker box. Ah, I liked it on that game as well. This is very nice. I like it. No, definitely. Definitely. Very nice. Right, next up is Small Grain Silo. This is by Didec96, 9.81 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find these two in two different sections. So under construction and silos, the first one we'll scroll along to is the actual main silo. And when we get to it, there we are. So 10,300 to buy. It's got a 25,100 litre capacity. Then you've also got the extension there. 5,100 to buy with a 25,100 litre capacity. Now it doesn't say much on what it holds. It just says on the website adapted to all basic cereals. So I'd imagine some of the more exotic things, shall we say, are not going to be held in these. But there is one thing you need to know. These hatch marking areas here Obviously you've got your load in and your load out point. What you need to do to actually get the silo working is come over to this one, and it says there be on-fold blower. There we are. So that's, you can now put the stuff in. And to take the stuff out, you have to come to this hatch area, unfold grain choke, puts the pipe out. Obviously the silo won't work unless you've got those two things open, so just bear that in mind when you place it down. That being said, I do like that. That's very nice. Right, next up is the Manure Auger. This is by Flying Dutchman, 15.87 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these three under auger wagons. So we got the Amity, the Bergman and the Hauer. So the Amity, this is going to require 300 horsepower from your tractor, 45,000 litre capacity, and they're going to do manure, sugar beet and potatoes. Then you've got 300 again horsepower tractor requirement on the Bergman RRW 500 Manure Edition with a 50,700 litre capacity, and then the Hauer KUW 2000 Manure Edition, 250 horsepower from your tractor requirement at 24,000 litre capacity. So if we go into the Amity one, the manure cart, so 45,000 litre as standard. You got the options there: configuration manure, beet and potato, or manure. So obviously you need to pick which one you want to be using it for. Then you got main colour, change to any one of those. Design colour, we'll go with a blue. Changes the framework. Design colour again, we'll go with a purple. Changes all the other bits. And then the belt, obviously it's going to change the belt, so we're going to put that as a pink so it stands out. There we are. Not quite sure those colours go together, mind you, but okay. Then on the Bergman, we've got the options again: configuration manure or beet and potato. Then you've got wheel brands and tyres on this one because it's not tracked like the Amity. Then you've got main colour, again changes the main colour. Design colour changes the design bits. Chassis colour on this one, so we'll go with a blue for that, changes the chassis. And then you've got rim colour, changes the rims. That's a bit better colour combination, I must say. I mean, the first one was a bit in your face, but that's a lot better. Alright, we'll carry on. And then on the Hauer, you got the option again: manure or beet and potato. Wheel brands and tyres, the standard usual shenanigans on the go there. Main colour, again, changes the main colour. Design colour, changes those bits. Auger colour, we'll go with a blue. And then belt colour, we'll go with purple. Why not? And then rim colour obviously changes your rims. No, I like that. You know, it's got, you can change the options on it. You want to do a bit of manure, or you want to go and change it up to potato and beets. No, I like that. Very nice. Right, next up is trailer attacher support. This is by Game Master, 0.50 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under miscellaneous. This is going to cost you 100 to buy. The options you got there are trailer support and attacher, or just the trailer support. So you can put this on the back, normally used on older style tractors, you know, ones that haven't got that much horsepower. So you want to carry something maybe a little bit too heavy than what you should be doing, drop one of these on the back, should help you out a little. Very nice. Right, next up we got the Horsch Terrano 4FX. This is by Ty Conquet and Pepe978. 4.84 megabyte on the download. You're going to find this in two places. So the first one we got here is the Terrano 4FX. This is going to be under cultivators. Going to require 150 horsepower from your tractor, 4 meter working width, 11 mile an hour working speed, 13,800 to buy. The options you got there are smooth discs, jagged discs, or smooth discs. And then the second one is the Terrano 4FX DWS, 210 horsepower requirement from your tractor, 4 meter working width, 8 mile an hour working speed, 16,200 to buy. Again, the same options: smooth discs or jagged discs. So this is a subsoiler though, that's where you're going to find it, rather than a cultivator. So obviously it looks pretty much the same, does a different job. Being said, it's alright though. Right, next up is the Lizard 2630 and 2633 tillage pack. This is by JT Sage, 13.46 megabyte on download. You're going to find them both on the disc harrows. So we've got the 2630 3-section disc harrow and the 2630 5-section disc harrow. So 80 grand for the 3-section, 146 for the 5-section. So the 3-section requires 300 horsepower from your tractor, 9.2 meter working width, 11 mile an hour working speed. And the 5-section requires 400 horsepower from your tractor, 15.2 meter working width with 11 mile an hour working speed. I do like me big equipment. Then if we go into this section, obviously the options are the same on both. You've got wheel brands and tyres, usual shenanigans on the go there. We've got brands, none, Amazon, Case IH, Deutz-Fahr, Fendt, Horsch, John Deere, Lemkin, Lizard, Massey Ferguson, New Holland, Vaderstat, and then back to none. And the options you got there are coil tine harrow, plus trailer hitch or none, rolling basket harrow, and then back to coil tine harrow. Main colour, although saying that, metallic dark blue, I do like that anyway. Ooh, metallic purple. I like that. Oh, see how the light changes it. Very nice. Design colour, we'll go with something a little different. Metallic gold. Oh, this is bringing out my inner magpie. Definitely. And then, why not pink chrome to finish it off? Why not go for a bit of pink chrome? Obviously, both the same options. So if you've got a bit of disc harrowing you want to do, these are very nice indeed. Right, next up we got the Cressetto SPL Pack. This is by DD Mod Passion, 45.13 megabyte on the download. You're going to find all these on the manure spreaders. So we've got a load of trailers and a couple of options to go on the back. So we've got the SPL 181 and then we've got the SPL 189. Both require 47 horsepower from your tractor, 20,800 litre capacity, 5.5 metre working width, 37 mile an hour top speed. So the options are going to be the same on both of those. So usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres. Then you've got brands, Cressetto, Case IH, Class, Deutz, Fendt New, Fendt Old, Hulaman, JCB, John Deere, Lamborghini, Massey Ferguson, New Holland, Same, Steyr, Voucher, Black, and then back to Cressetto. Got small scale, yes or no. Additional rear lights, yes or no. And then we got attacher type, detached black, yes or non-detached black, detached yellow or non-detached yellow. Then you got sides, main colour, black or main colour. Rear splash guard, no or yes. Side bumpers, yes or no. Rear light design, design 1, design 2, 3, and then back to 1. And you can change your rim colour to any one of those. So that's your options for the first two. We then got the SPL 201 and the SPL 202. Both require 103 horsepower from your tractor, 27,000 to 37,000 litre capacity, 6.5 metre working width, 37 mile an hour top speed. The options again, so you got side heights on this. This is where your capacity is going to change. So 32,000 litres as standard. Although that it comes in at 32,000 litres, but that's a £2,000 option. So alright. So we'll start off with 27 and then back to 32. So why doesn't that come in at 27? Why did it come in at 32? That's just random. Anyway, carry on. Wheel brands and tyres, usual shenanigans on the go. Got the brands the same as the other ones, small scales same as the other ones, additional rear lights. Again, all the same of the options apart from the capacities. Then after that, we've got the SPL 703 and then the SPL 707. 132 horsepower requirement from your tractor. 33,800 to 43,800 litre capacity. 7 metre working width. 37 mile an hour top speed. Again, usual things apply to the same as the other ones. Obviously the top part changes the capacity. So this has got 3 sections on it. So 33,800, 39,000 and then 43,800. All the options are the same as the previous ones. Then we'll carry on down. We then got the SPL 712 and 713, 162 horsepower from your tractor, 40 to 50,000 litre capacity, 8 metre working width, 37 mile an hour working speed. Again, same options as before, although that comes in at 50,000 litre capacity straight as well, which is, I always find that weird when they come in with options already put on. Just why would you do that? 40,000, 46 and then 50. Okay, options the same again. Then we move on to these two implements here. So these are going to go on the back of any of these trailers. So you've got the RL2 and the RL4. Obviously they both require 64 horsepower from your tractor. Both work at 24 meters working width and a 12 mile an hour working speed. And both do manure. So you come in there, you got the options on the RL4. So you've got 4 rollers or 2 rollers. Then you've got main colour, Cressetto, Case IH. This is going to go through all the same colour brands as the other ones. You've got power takeoff, black, yellow or black. Full rear protection, no or yes. And then we'll go into the second one. It's all got the same options as the previous one. So if you've got some manure to be spraying, well, that being said, the traders did say it's going to do other stuff as well, like a normal forage style wagon. But obviously, if you are going to be spreading manure, you're going to be wanting one of these on the back. That's a nice pack, that is. Yeah, I like it. Right, next up is the Furrigio DT25. This is by DD Mod Passion, 6.79 megawatt on the download. You're going to find it on the mulchers. So this is going to require 110 horsepower from your tractor, 5 meter working width, 11 mile an hour working speed, 18 grand the price. Got the option there, configuration, mulchers, horn topper, mower, and then back to mulcher. Obviously you change whichever one you want to go for. Position of the rollers, you've got 0 degree, 22, 44, 66 and then 0, although I'm not really sure what that does, to be fair, because if it mulches, it mulches. It's, yeah, okay. PTO colour, you got black, yellow or black. Position of deflectors, so 70 degrees, 60, 50, 40, 30, and then no deflectors at all. Back to 70. Top link position, low or high. Didn't really seem to do anything, to be fair. Alright, we'll carry on. I mean, 5 meter working width, yeah, alright, I suppose. It's not too small, but not massive either. That's alright, that is. Right, next up is the Iseki TJV985. This is by FV Gato, 11.33 megawatt on the download. You're going to find it under small tractors. So it starts off with a 95 horsepower engine, 24 mile an hour at top speed, 54 grand the price tag. Usual shenanigans on the go with the wheel brands and the tyres. Then you've got front fender, no, yes, and then back to no. Front weight, no, yes, and then no. Front loader attacher, no. Quickie, power, and then no. You change the main colour to any one of those. Then change the rim colour to any one of those 3. Right, so come out of that. We'll start it up. If you do LB and RB together, if you're on Xbox like me, right stick left and right opens up the driver's door. Right stick up and down opens up the back window. Next up is the MR650 by Adams Kong, 3.93 megawatt on the download. You're going to find it under cars. So this has got a 105 horsepower engine, 62 mile an hour top speed, 14 grand to buy. Although a quad bike doing 62 mile an hour, that's rather dangerous, to be fair. You're probably going to fall off. Alright, we'll carry on. You've got the options there, tension belts, standard, 1 on the front, 2 on the back, and then 3 front and back. And you've got the main colour. You can change to any one of those. Pink quad bike, why not? Hey, got some little jobs to be doing around the yard. Very nice indeed. I was saying that there's no attach on the back though, is there? So this is just going to be a plaything, to be fair. That being said, 62 mile an hour on a quad bike. Could be rather fun. Right, next up is the New Holland 11090. This is by Pepe978, 19.21 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under small tractors. So it starts off with a 110 horsepower engine, 24 mile an hour top speed, 85 grand to buy. Got configurations there. You got standard, rear mudguards, fenders, 315 kilo front weight, weight and rear mudguards, weight and fenders, then back to standard. You then got the usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres. You got design, New Holland Tradition, New Holland Red, Fiat Agri, back to New Holland Tradition. You got engine setups, 110 to start with, then 130, back to 110. Main colour, change to any one of those. Design colour, change that, changes the actual frame of the cab. So obviously an older style tractor, more boxy design. This could fit in nicely with your role play. Right, next up is the New Holland TC5 series. This is by DB Modding, 18.68 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under harvesters. So it starts off with a 175 horsepower engine, 15 mile an hour working speed, and a 5,200 litre tank, 140 grand to buy. The options you got there are configurations. So we'll put the TC580. That's 227 horsepower with a 6,400 litre tank. Then we've got the TC590, 258 horsepower, also with a 6,400 litre tank. So that's your options there on the tank side. Usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres. You've got design, standard, pipe lighting, 360 lighting, then back to standard. Change the main colour to any one of those four. And change the rim colour to any one of those four. And also as part of this pack, you've got the New Holland Varifeed 18 foot, 5.5 metre working width, 6 mile an hour working speed, 30 grand to buy. So the options you got there are change the main colour, the same colour as the main harvester. Right, so if we come out of that, we'll start it up. Now for the options for this, we'll come into the main cab and we'll turn our head to the left. So if we do LB and RB together, and we've got right stick left and right, moves your arm rest up and down. Right stick up and down moves the driver's mate seat up and down. Obviously you got to have your mate in there, maybe even your dog. That would be good if they could put the dog into the cab with you. That'd be brilliant. Very nice. Right, next up is the Deutz-Fahr Series 7. This is by User555, 11.34 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under medium tractors. So it starts off with 224 horsepower engine, 37 mile an hour top speed, 185 grand to buy. The options you got there, you've got engine setup, so 7210 TTV. Then you got the 245 version. We then got 263 version. And we've got the Warrior version. Then we've got back to 224. So the options on the wheel brands and the tyres, usual shenanigans on the go there. And you can change the rim colour to any one of those three. So if we go with black wheels, and then the Warrior edition, oh, that's nice. I like that. Very nice. Right, and the last mod for the day, this is the John Deere 1630 and Tools by Arm Team, 12.98 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under a couple of different sections. So the first thing is the John Deere 1630. This is going to be under small tractors, 60 horsepower engine, 18 mile an hour top speed. Got usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres. And you've got front loader attacher, no, stole or no. Obviously very older style on that one. I mean, 12 grand to buy without any options on. That is very cheap, although 60 horsepower, you're not going to be doing that much with it, to be fair. Then you got this specific front loader, the Stoll 910. Obviously a grand to buy, slightly different look to it than the usual ones we're used to. But then obviously this is going on the older tractor. And we've also got these four tools here. So we've got the bale spike, the manure fork, the pallet fork, and then the universal bucket with 1,000 litre capacity. Obviously the option on the bucket is to change the colour. That's still 1,400 to buy. Pallet fork, change the main colour again. Then manure fork, change the main colour. And then the bale spike, as you can imagine, change the colour. So all nice and cheap to go on the front of your old school tractor. So if we come out of that, we'll start it up. If you do RB and right stick left and right, opens up the door. right stick up and down opens up the back window. That's the last mod for the day, so that's it, done and dusted. Drop it in the comments below which one's your favourite, which one you're thinking of using. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, it's muchly appreciated. But for me, that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one.